This is Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by featherweight Jordan Gill ahead of a European title challenge this Sunday. Still seems weird saying Sunday, but it is at the O2. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling fit and strong and ready.
Good stuff. Now, you've only had, I think it's 3 rounds of action in the last year. Have you kind of been filling that gap in with more sparring or anything like that, or working on more stuff in the gym? What's the situation there?
Yeah, we're always working in the gym, always trying to add things to our game. I've done plenty of sparring. I've not really had any time out of the gym at all in that last year. So been working hard and getting the rounds in the gym. And obviously, there's nothing like that ring time in fights. But I'm sure we've done a good enough job.
You unfortunately had a cut on your scalp open up in your last fight, cut it short, no pun intended, after 3 rounds. Is there any concern about that reopening or anything? It's obviously not in a facial position.
Yeah, there's no concern for me. I forgot that it was even there until you mentioned it. Yeah, it's just right in the scalp, but yeah, it healed up within a week or two, and it's just it's I don't think there's any danger of it opening up at all.
Tell us your views on Karim Guerfi, 2-weight European champion, of course, and a veteran operator, very good fighter.
Yeah, he's a very good fighter. You can't take that away from him. He's experienced. I think he's 4 or 5 time European champion. He's a good fighter. He's very experienced. I feel like it's going to be a great fight and a fight that I can really get motivated for and sink my teeth into and apply myself.
Do you think people out there may underrate him because of the result against Lee McGregor? Because he's never lost above bantamweight.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that people will just look at that fight and see that result. But, I think he definitely was weight drained at bantamweight. He couldn't make it comfortably for a long time before that. And, he was vulnerable to the body because of the weight. But he looks refreshed at featherweight. He looks stronger and bigger, and I'm sure on the night he'll be the best version of himself.
You're already in the world top 10, I think, for the IBF and the WBA. A win over Guerfi, as well as the European title, will probably get you in the WBC top 10 as well. How far away do you and Dave Coldwell feel you are now from that world level?
I mean, I think we're on the brink now. I think if I have a good performance on Sunday, maybe 1 or 2 fights away from getting a shot, and I think for me now at 27 years old, this is the right timing. This is the perfect time for me to be in this fight, and perfect fight to kick on from into that world scene.
Now, Dave seemed very interested in getting the Kiko Martinez fight for you maybe a year and a half ago. He's since won back a world title. Is he kind of better than you guys thought, or does that mean that you're kind of world level now?
I think I am world level, but it's one thing thinking it. You got to prove it, and I plan on proving it. And Kiko's a very good fighter, but that's a fight that we'd be confident going into. It's a fight that we were confident in seeking. So, it might happen down the line, it might not, but we'll see.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how surprised were you when he beat Kid Galahad?
I was very surprised, to be honest. I was out of 10, probably 9. I didn't see it coming. I rate Galahad. I think he's a very good fighter. And I think everybody knows how hard it is for him to make featherweight. I think we all know that he drops a lot of water weight, and that showed on the night. It was a great shot from Kiko. You can't take anything away from him. He's a solid champion and proper fighting veteran. But I think if anybody hit Galahad clean that night, the way that obviously the brain rattled, it wasn't pleasant to see for me. I mean, usually I've known him for years and years and years, and I've seen him spar hard, I've seen him fight hard, and I've never seen a reaction from him. He's never, he's very tough, he's very durable, and to see him get dropped like that, it was a big shock.
And now Martinez defends, of course, against former champion Josh Warrington next month. How do you see that one panning out?
It's a very interesting fight. I wasn't 100% convinced with Warrington in the Lara rematch. I thought, at times he looked a little bit gun-shy, a little bit, vulnerable, especially after what happened in the first fight, which is understandable. It makes you question whether, obviously he has seen better days, but it makes you question whether he can return to a good level, some good form, and win back that title. But I feel like the first fight they had was close. Kiko's actively seeked this rematch for a reason. I think Kiko's confident in winning the fight. Obviously, it's probably the most lucrative fight for him as well, so that's that to consider. But it's to me, it's what Josh Warrington's got left. But I feel like he could nick a decision.
Now, I know I'm not going to get a totally unbiased answer to the next question, but I feel I should ask it anyway. Leigh Wood, Michael Conlan, how do you see that one going?
I think it's a great fight. I think out of the whole DAZN schedule, that everybody looked forward to this fight the most, myself included. And yeah, it's a great fight. Conlan's very technical. He's got a lot of strings to his bow, but so has Leigh. And Leigh has, that equalizer as well. There's no featherweights that can punch as hard as Leigh Wood, and that can spin a fight on its head at any time. I feel like tactically Leigh's going to get it right. I've spoke to him. He's in a good place in camp, and I'm confident in him getting a late stoppage. So if like being as unbiased as possible, I feel like Leigh will get the late stoppage. I feel like he's going to make Conlan work a lot from the start, and Conlan isn't as efficient as people think, and I feel like that's going to pay off down the stretch for Leigh, and Leigh's going to catch him probably between 9 and 12 rounds.
Now, if you were to win a world title while Leigh is still WBA champion or super champion, whatever it may be, how special would that be for you compared to just winning one anyway?
It'd be awesome. It'd be great. Something that we both dreamed of even before we even knew each other, and obviously we've known each other for years and years on end. So between us, we'll when I went on Sunday, we'll have had the British, Commonwealth, European, and World Champions. And when we both went into Brendan Ingle's gym, and he said that to us, "You're gonna be British, Commonwealth, European, World Champion," and you like. It all seems so far away and it all seems a dream, but we're here now and we're doing it. So, if he's won the world title, I've got the European title to win. And then if I push on and win a world title, then it's going to be special. I think he'll be just as pleased for me as I was for him when he won it.
And then one of you will have to move up in weight so that you can be undisputed.
But I'll Bagsy that because I want to eat some more crisps and chocolate.
don't we all? Really, really appreciate your time, mate. I'll probably see you later on during fight week. But yeah, best of luck on Sunday night.
Cheers, Danny. Thank you, mate.